welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Robert's 10 NXT Takeover Tag Titles. These are the 10 greatest tag title matches in the NXT Takeover history. We start with number 10, NXT Takeover. We have the champions, the Ascension, versus El Loco and Kalisto. The Ascension retaining their tag titles in a 2 1/4 star match. Number 9, NXT Fatal 4-Way. The Lucha Dragons versus the Ascension. The Lucha Dragons becoming NXT Tag Team Champions. A 2 1/4 star match. Next, we have the NXT Takeover R Evolution. The Lucha Dragons as champions versus the Von Villains. The Lucha Dragons retaining their titles in a 2 1/4 star match. NXT Takeover Unstoppable. We have Blake and Murphy as champions versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Blake and Murphy retaining their titles in a 2 1/4 star match. Number 6, NXT Takeover Brooklyn, the Von Villains versus Blake and Murphy, and winning their first ever tag team titles in a 2 1/4 star match are the Von Villains. Number 5 on the list, NXT Takeover London, the Revival as champions versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass. The Revival winning the match and retaining their tag titles in a 3 1/2 star match. Next, we have number 4 on the list, NXT Takeover Dallas. We have American Alpha versus the Revival. The American Alpha winning the tag titles for the first time in a 4-star match. And then the rematch, the NXT Takeover The End, the Revival versus the American Alpha. The Revival getting their rematch and getting their titles back and becoming the first ever two-time NXT Tag Team Champions in a 4-star match. Next, we have NXT Takeover Brooklyn 2, the Revival defending their tag titles versus #DIY, which is Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, and they're retained as their tag team titles by the Revival in a 4 1/2 star match. And an NXT Takeover Toronto, the greatest tag team title match in NXT Takeover history. We have #DIY versus the Revival in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We have new tag team champions #DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in a 4 1/2 star tag team classic. I believe the third fall here was probably the best fall. And that fall may have been just a little segment. Could have been 5 stars. It was phenomenal. It's the greatest tag team title match in NXT Takeover history. But hey, what do I know? So that wraps up Robert's Sports Show, Robert's 10 NXT Tag Titles. And next episode will be NXT Takeover Women's Title. As always, thanks for watching Robert's Sports Show. Don't just have a great night, have a spiffy night. Robert's Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.